Hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I know some of you guys sending out those last second text to your team. Sorry, got the late start on here. Got home late from the body event at corporate. That was a little bit ago. Pretty cool event. Um, appreciate you guys being on here to listen in to help better your skill set, to be able to help you take your business to the next level. Funniest part about it is the people that said that they needed help with this, guess like in the last few days, aren't on the call tonight. So just funny how the things work. But anyways, gonna go ahead and run through some stuff here for you guys. Hopefully be able to give you guys some insight to take to your business to get some help with. And so jumping right into it, I'm gonna start by kind of just talking about um, the online kind of invite process. Just because I think for a lot of people, they're too nervous to, call people, or they don't feel confident in being able to do so. So, I wanted to basically, be able to, talk you guys kind of through some of the things that I do to, with the text invite. And so, one of the resources I like to use, and I know some of you guys have already seen it, but, I just the repetition of it to continuously be sharing it. And so let me do this real fast. So vimaonair.com. So if you guys don't have pen and paper handy, vimaonair.com is a great resource to be able to be utilizing. And so if you haven't already went on here, it's basically Brad Sarver and a couple people on his team. They're going to be they're talking about how to start conversations with people, how to lead the conversations towards getting them to an event or to show up on a call or whatever it may be. Because what I want you guys to understand is, not the only way, not like doing home events aren't the only way to, build your team. A lot of times you could do opportunity calls. And so primarily what I'm going to talk about is, setting up opportunity calls, on this call, and then, utilizing that from getting them on a call to getting them to an event. So basically, we'll talk about, obviously, vimaonair.com, utilizing that, as a source. But so from there, say if you're looking to get somebody onto an opportunity call from a conversation, this is how you kind of want to start it. You want to start a casual conversation with somebody. So I message up, Lewis or Zach or Caitlin or, Josh, whoever. I start up that conversation, and you're looking for form. Some of you guys may have heard this, some of you guys may have not, but FORM, it's an acronym. It stands for family, occupation, recreation, motivation. FORM, family, occupation, recreation, motivation. Those are the things that you're going to be talking about in this conversation. You're not going to be going into the conversation talking about Vima, your business, all about you. All this business is about other people. So, and the conversations you're having, make sure to gear it towards the other person. So if I start up a conversation with Josh, for example, I'm going to say, hey, Josh, how are you? What's new? What have you been up to? How's work? How's school? What have you been up to lately? And lead it off of something that he's doing. Like, oh, I'm working here and, going to school here. Oh, that's great. What are you, majoring in at school? Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, great. What do you want to do with that when you graduate? Like, oh, where are you working? Like, make it all about the other person. If you ask, they'll eventually ask, but you always want to be starting those conversations with the other people and asking them questions. The best way to find somebody's need in this business is by asking questions. So and you don't want to rush it either. Like, you don't want to rush into, you're talking to them about their work, and they're like, yeah, I'm not, they're like, oh yeah, I'm looking for something a little bit different. You don't want to be like, oh, I have something you could do, you got to do this, I'm building a business, blah, 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 blah. You can't go right into it. You have to, kind of be like nonchalant about it. Like you're trying to just hook them up with something, so if somebody says to you, they give you a need, you fill the need. So that's what, um, that's what you have to, understand is that you're filling a need for somebody. You're not trying to push a need onto them. So again, think about when this process of building the business, we're farming, we're planting the seed. The farmer plants a seed. They plant lots of seeds, right? Farmers plant a lot of seeds. Not all of the seeds turn in and grow. The wind gets some of the seeds, the birds get some of the seeds get in some bad soil. Okay, you have to understand that's kind of our business too. As you're farming, aka inviting, you're farming, you're planting the seed, planting the seed. Eventually, you're going to lead from farming stage to inviting them to get educated. So eventually in the conversation, say that I'm having with Josh, part way through the conversation, he tells me, he's like, I like my job, I'm trying to make some extra money, I'm trying to help pay for college or whatever it may be. So Josh says that, and then this is how I would word it. The wording is important, because there's two ways you can go about this. If I message Josh back and say, if he, he says, I'm trying to pay for college, and, what are you doing for, work, whatever, I would say something like this. I would say, oh, I understand, man. A lot of my friends are in the same situation. Maybe I have something that could help you out with, paying for some of your college. Maybe, I don't know if it's for you, maybe, but I'm not sure. And oh, by the way, man, I've just been working, spending time with, family, friends, whatever, and, nonchalant, ask another question. So what's your summer plans? Or, school's almost out now. What are you doing for after, when school's out? Any big plans? So it's just making it about them, and it's nonchalant when you're inviting them. It's just a natural thing. Like, think about when you go to think about when you go to the gym, right? You go to the gym, say you weren't involved with the business in Vima or anything. You went to the gym. After the gym, you had a new supplement that you liked, a new protein shake that you liked, and you wanted your friend to try it. Think about how you would approach them. You wouldn't be like, hey man, this, you gotta try this stuff, you have to try it, you wouldn't be like blasting them about it. You'd be like, yeah, this stuff's pretty dang good, you gotta try this. And you let them try it. You don't just be shoving it down their throat. This has 20 grams of protein, 7 grams of fiber, 100 milligrams of caffeine. It has this, vitamins, essential minerals, mangosteen, aloe vera. It has all this like body burn. Like, you're not sitting there naming all the nutrition facts when you normally go to the gym with like a buddy. You give them a product, let them try it. They're like, oh, this stuff's pretty good. That's how you have to build your Vima business, is that natural connection. The natural connection with people is what gets people involved, is when they feel like it's just a normal thing in the way of life. It's just like a natural thing that's happening. You tell your buddy about, hey, this movie's pretty sick, you should check it out. It's the same way that you want to go about your Vima business. You don't want to, be attacking them with this, or, jumping right into, hey man, I started up my Vima business, blah, 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 and talking all about it, because people don't care about what you know or what you're doing. They just don't. And, for those of you guys that didn't know that, maybe, sorry to hear, sorry to, burst your bubble, but they don't care what you know. All that they care about is that you care. If you show somebody that you care in conversation, and you take a, vested interest in somebody's life and, what they're trying to accomplish, that's when you're going to have more results in getting people to show up on, do calls and events. And so I'm going to talk about, how to get somebody on a call real quick. This is kind of the gap to get somebody on a call. And you could do this. It's so freaking easy. It's literally stupid, but you just have to practice it. And people don't do it enough. For those of you guys that are on here right now, this Saturday, I know Jad, unfortunately, since you're in Texas, doesn't mean a lot for you, but everybody else on here that's an AZ, this Saturday, tentatively we're going to be having Alex Morton for the whole day, and we're just going to make invites all day, like literally making calls, inviting people to come through, meet Alex. He'll share his story, run through the comp plan, business, whatever, real fast, and try to get people started on the spot, like all day long. We're going to be grinding out, making calls, helping each other make invites. So if you don't already have plans, or if you do have plans, cancel them, and be a part of this on Saturday, because we're going to have a very, very, very productive day. So and what we're going to be doing kind of from there, guys, is this. We're going to be looking at everybody's going to be in the room together. We're all going to get on, everyone's going to bring their computer, iPad, whatever, and their lists, and we're going to all help each other make invites. We're going to help each other start conversations. So I could sit there with Zach or Josh or whoever, and sorry, I could sit there with whoever and help them start the conversation with their friend and lead them through the conversation, so what to do for the next time. And so this is how you get somebody on to a video than a call. So I'm in that same conversation with Josh, and he was talking about how he's looking for an extra way to pay for school. He asks, leading back to what I was talking about, hey, this is something that could maybe help you out, to make some extra money on, to help pay for school. And he's like, well, what is it? What do you do? Take this phrase down. If I, would you? Hey, if I sent you a video, would you watch it? It's simple. That's all it is. It's if I, would you? So, hey, Josh, if I sent you a video real quick, would you watch it? He'll probably say yes, because he has an interest in helping pay for his school. He has a vested interest in what you're talking about. So he watches the video in 15 minutes. Say, he messages back, or you call him, whatever. He'll probably ask, that was, it was pretty cool, but what is it? What's, tell me more about this. Then you could get them on a call. This is that part where you want to get them on a call. Like if you're messaging them, and you can message them, be like, hey, I'll get you more information. Let's hop on the phone. When are you free? Obviously on Saturday, it'll be like, what are you doing right now? And then we'll get them on the phone and we'll do the call right then and there. But so say if it's for the, you're like by yourself and you're just getting something set up, make sure that you contact the upline that you want to get on the call. So if you want to get Sean on a call, Austin on a call, myself on a call, or whoever your designated upline is on like a 3-way call with you, message them. So if I was talking to Josh, right, and I was trying to get him onto an opportunity call with my upline, this is how I'm going to go about it. I'm going to contact, say, Michael, be like, hey, Michael, I have a buddy that, I want to be getting on a call in the next, 20, 30 minutes. Will that work out for you? Or, what time is going to work for you? And message a couple of your upline. Just figure out what time is going to work for them. Find a time that works for everybody. Be like, all right, so your friend, be like, hey, let's get on the phone at like 8 p.m. Okay, sounds good, man. So then what do? You call upline, right? Michael or whoever is your upline. You say, hey, Michael, I'm going to introduce you to my friend Josh. I sent him a video. I gave him, just a little bit of info, just enough to, get him on the call with you. He wants to, make some extra money to pay for school, just so that your upline has a background on the friend that you're about to get on the phone. So then you call up your friend, link them in. You say, hey, Josh, this is one of my buddies, Michael. He's going to be, he's one of the guys that really is, helped me start up, my business with this. And, he's helped so many people help pay for school and, a lot of other different things in their life. I really felt the need to get him to meet you and, fill you in and then, just kind of introduce us. And then Michael will come on, your upline's going to come on the call, and they're going to run through everything. You're not going to explain anything. You're literally going to edify, talk up your upline, get them on the phone with your friend. We're going to talk, do all the talking for you for 10, 15 minutes. We're going to answer their questions, and we're either going to help you get them started on the spot. If they're not ready to get started, then we're going to help you set up the next exposure, or you got to set up the next exposure. So say you do, say Caitlin's on here. She gets me on a call with her friend tonight. Friend isn't ready to get started. leverage the next exposure. Say, oh, hey, Caitlin, to Caitlin's friend, that, hey, you know what? I know that, you want to maybe, check out a little bit more, what's your schedule like the next few days? The next few like evenings. And she's like, oh, well, Wednesday, I work at all night. Thursday, I work, but Friday evening, I don't have anything going on. Why? Hey, well, I really have to, tell you this. I know we have a guy, his name's Alex Morton. He's one of the top earners in our entire company flying out here, and he's going to be with us Friday night. I really like, I gotta have you meet this guy. You have to meet this guy that's going to be there on Friday. We'll meet up at 7. I know you said you're free, check out a little bit more, get some questions answered, meet one of the top income earners in the business and the top icons in our industry. Think about, okay, so what I did there, guys, I edified the crap out of Alex, and I made, say Caitlin's prospect want to meet Alex. So we went from a call educating some to, if they aren't ready to get started, setting up the next exposure. And the next exposure could be a home event like that, or it could be another call. Say Caitlin's friend, that we talked to on the phone, they're like, yeah, I just gotta, I gotta check it out a little bit more. I want to see some more info on the comp plan. We could set up a 2-on-1. Okay, hey, hey, what, Caitlin, what, I know Caitlin's schedule Wednesday, she's busy, the whole day. So Thursday, say that worked out for Caitlin. So Caitlin's friend be like, hey, what time are you free on Thursday? Oh, I'm free, early evening. Like, oh, okay, sounds good. Well, hey, let's do this. Where you live, blah, blah. Okay, hey, let's meet up at this Starbucks at 6 o'clock. And, we'll sit down, we'll let you try some more product. We'll run through how we actually get paid, so you have an idea on that, and then bring any questions that you have. You set up the next exposure. Most people don't have success in their Vima business, not because they don't get people to show up. It's because they don't follow up properly. So again, it's that next exposure. And if you're having trouble getting people to show up to home events, get them on calls. Start conversations with people. And we're gonna work on this weekend. And so, and we're planning on Saturday. We're gonna be getting on. We're gonna be getting on and helping everybody dive into their networks and help them shoot and make some, messages to their friends and all that good stuff. And so that's the thing is, if you're having trouble getting people to show up, get them on a call. I almost think it's better to get them on a call sometimes before you get them to the event, because it helps you solve the flaking problem. Like, people, if they've heard the call and they're semi-interested, they're going to go to the event. So, and in that same way works for inviting for the event too. Like, the same thing you did to get somebody on a call, you could do to get them to an event. I like the texting thing because it puts you in more control, because you're able to, if you're unsure of what to say to somebody, message somebody in your upline. Be like, hey, hey, Zach, or, hey, Austin, or hey, whoever. I don't know what to say back to this. Like, screenshot your message, shoot it over. We'll look, hey, say this or say that. What will help you say the right things in your conversations, but you have to reach out. And this is, our business is built on these things, like the 3-way calls, doing those, doing 2-on-1s and doing events. If you're having trouble with the home events, or you want to move faster, do more calls. Do more calls. Seriously, the fastest moving teams in my business are the teams that are doing a lot of 3-way calls. Like, they're putting us on 3-way calls, because the thing is, in one night, you could start 20 conversations in one night. Like, say you start at 6 p.m., you start 20 conversations on Facebook. You go through those. Out of the 20, you get 15 people, 12 to 15 to message you back. Out of 12 to 15 you message you back, you get 6 or 7 of them to watch a video. 6 or 7 watch a video. Out of those 6 or 7, 4 to 5 will get on a call if they've watched the whole video. And you can get, out of those 4 to 5 you get on a call, generally people are pretty interested. So out of those 4 to 5, I'd say a solid 4 of them at least you can get to a next exposure, whether it's a home event or another 2-on-1. And you could do that and it's easy. It's not hard. Like when you, like I know just personally looking at, most of the people on this call, you don't have exhausted networks of people. You have a lot of people you could still reach out to through your contacts to do this with, that you could power down. And the next few weeks, if you really do this just a few times a week, you just sat down and you started those conversations, you could get, shoot, I mean, 5, 6 people started by the end of this rank advance period. But that all just takes a decision. So recapping, start the conversations, make it about them. It's not about you. It's about the other person you're talking to. Start the conversation, talk about them, find a need or ask an opinion. I mean, hey, I just started up a business, I wanted to ask your opinion. Could you do me a favor and help me out with that? Sure, what's your business? Hey, if I sent you a quick video, would you watch it? Video? Yeah, well, I didn't really understand it. Okay, well, hey, let's hop on the phone real quick. Hey, Michael, I know I'm gonna get one of my buddies on the, I want to introduce you to in like a half hour. Could we get a call together? Oh, that doesn't work. Okay, how about an hour? Okay, sounds good. An hour, I'll get my friend and we'll do a 3-way call. It's that easy, guys. Like, obviously, it's just a sorting process. You're just talking to people, but the thing is, it's just starting the conversations. Once you start the conversations, you get the conversations flowing. It's going to help you to get people onto calls, onto videos first, and onto calls. And the video that I like to use is this. It's the YPR All Access Young Pros video. It's 10 minutes long. I like using this. Don't say that this is going to explain the business to people. Be like, hey, real quick, I'm going to shoot you over a video kind of, showing our company's vision and our mission. That's a good idea. They watch the video like, oh, that's a cool, concept, young professionals, cool thing, but what's the business more about? Hey, let's hop on the phone. That's the video I like to use. So again, it was YPR All Access is the name of the channel, and then the video itself is called Young Pros. So send that out and just funnel them through. Just get them 3-way call to a home event or a 2-on-1. That's all it is, guys. And that's what I really wanted to focus on, because I know a lot of people have learned how to invite, like calling to a home event or maybe messaging here and there. But I really wanted to focus on, hey, set up 3-way calls. They're so simple. Like, you could sit in your bed, like on the phone while your upline's on, helping you get your prospect to an event. Think about this. If you're having a hard time getting your prospects to show up to an event, think about me personally, or one of your other reputable uplines on the phone with your friend breaking down the concept. How confident would you feel with them being able to do that if you're having a hard time getting them to show up? And we're going to help you look good. We're going to edify you back to your friend, right? So I encourage you guys to start making those conversations. Start the conversations. You will mess up on them. It's okay. It happens. But the thing is, that's not what's important. What's important is you start the conversations and you get them going. And again, this Saturday, we're going to work on this a lot. We're going to do hands-on, I'm going to help everybody. And the thing is, we're not going to have, any messing around with it. We're going to sit there as a group and we're going to grind out on Saturday and make some serious stuff happen. So that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to, just talk about how to lead for, when texting, to getting somebody on a call, to getting somebody to that next exposure, whether it's a 2-on-1 or that home event. So, with that, guys, I know everybody on here, tomorrow, Wednesday, talk to Ian Simpson about the home event for tomorrow. I'm not sure what you guys have going on, but I'm doing an event in Phoenix. Thursday, April 23rd, we have Alex Morton, 7 p.m. at the corporate office. Promote for that. Friday, 7 p.m. at Sloppy's house in Tempe. We'll be sending that out as well. I think I already did it earlier. And then Saturday, we got this power building going on. We don't have the location yet, but we're working on it. So, with that, guys, have a great night and talk to all of you guys soon.